Hello, my name is Flat, and today we're doing something unusual. We're making a Robocraft hacks tier list. I'm not using Tier Maker for this because I refuse to make a Twitter account. I don't know, maybe it's I can do it some other way, but I'm too lazy to try and figure that out. So I'm going to do it in Paint 3D instead. I think that is like equal as good. But let's just start. So first up, we have Naya hacks. Naya hacks is probably the most popular one in Robocraft. It's very good, very classic, and you get the hacks by joining Naya. Or you could pay 50 euros, and I'll have a link in the description for the link to the page. But yeah, as I said, very classic, very good, gets patches every week, and Rex Hackbro have most of his time trying to optimize the Naya hacks to be as the best. So I would actually just put this in an S tier just because of its classic and good and all of that. So let's just put it in an S tier here. Next up, we have what was the name of these hacks? Server destroying hacks, which Natternat has access to. This is a very strange hack because there's a bit of story to this. So some time ago, there was basically a conflict against ostrich doers and cat doers. And Fedora wearing Scrublord, the one who was for ostriches, suggested a 1v1 against Natternat. And if Fedora won, Natternat would not be able to say "do the cat" as our signature sentence, we fellow cat doers. So they did a 1v1. The day after, the servers burnt down, and the Robocraft needed to go to an older backup, but you see, that means that, but the 1v1 was, let me see, I'm not a native English speaker, so let's see if I can use my English skills to describe this. The 1v1 disappeared because the servers like the actual Robocraft thingy went back in time, so the 1v1 never happened according to the Robocraft timeline. So thus Natternat could say the sentence because they went back in time, and these server destroying hacks are pretty powerful because it can go into the real world too. So I would actually put this in an A tier, a high A, because it's very also very powerful, as I said. But the only thing I'm putting this in an A tier because for what I know, Natternat is the only one only one who can use this. So yeah, gonna have this in an A tier just because of that. Next up, we have plot armor. Plot armor is most on Fedora wearing Scrublord. He has a lot of plot armor, and this plot armor comes into help frame many times. So it is powerful, but it doesn't mean every single time. Maybe like 60-70% of the time, but yeah, it's pretty powerful. I'm not really that familiar with the plot armor thingy, so I'm gonna put this in a C tier probably. Yeah, C tier. Because if you want to require the plot armor hacks, you also need to be involved in the Robocraft lore and its how to describe it, lore and timeline. So plot armor is going into a C. Next up, we have the horse hacks. And this one is around Cheesy Squiddy. He has some good American hacks. I would probably say maybe one of the best American hacks. I don't know if it's available. You could maybe message Squiddy about it. He's in One Mind. You can find him there. So I'm not that involved in these hacks. And I've not really heard a lot about it. So I think I'm gonna put it in a D tier, just because I haven't heard of it. Let's see what's up. Oh, this one is a strange one. So we have the alt account hacks by Nosh. So everyone knows that Nosh, he has the most alt accounts, and somehow he can play an absurd amount of time in Robocraft. I don't know how much. He can play on 2 different accounts at the same time. We don't know how it works. He makes alt accounts and he plays on them, and he could also have 2 alt accounts at the same time in a match. Some conspiracy theories that he's actually using his feet to play, so he can play his feet and his hands at the same time. And this is more of a skill than a hack, but there could be involved hacks in this also, to be able to play on 2 different accounts at the same time. So I'm actually gonna put this in an A tier, just because it's very interesting to see how we can do it, and yeah, and the hacks are pretty powerful if you can play on 2 different accounts or even more at the same time. So I'm gonna put not account hacks here. Now we have the cat hacks. I'm not too much involved in this. I am a fellow cat doer, but I haven't heard a lot about the cat hacks. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Nat has some more powers. Maybe it's revealed in the future if you're a fellow cat doer. But I don't think it can beat the Naya hacks, so I'm actually gonna put this in an E tier just because I haven't heard anything about it. But it's probably have some potential and maybe have some connection to the server destroying hacks. Next up, we have the Ugandan wood hacks. Same thing with this. I'm not that familiar with it. It's probably Regalus has probably I probably butchered that name, but who cares honestly? Probably have access to these hacks. I like Ugandan wood, but I haven't really seen hacks of it. Maybe you get an Ugandan wood bot, and then you might get the hacks installed immediately. But I don't know a lot about these hacks. So I'm actually gonna put this in an E tier too. Okay, next up we have the Ostrich hacks. Oh, this one is good. So this is also a very, very, very famous hack. Fedora gets called hacker a lot, which he should, because he's using Ostrich hacks. The only problem with this hack is it takes very, very long to master the Ostrich hack. I've even tried myself and failed. Then went over to Cat Doer. But this one is very interesting and very powerful. Might even be able to take the Naya spot. So I'm actually gonna place this as an S tier because it's very, very, very powerful. So let's just put this here in an S tier. And the only one I know who can use the Ostrich hacks at the moment is Fedora. Next up, we have the moderator hacks. Robocraft has some moderators, and we all know that they have been called hackers as well. They could use their power to ban you, to mute you, and even maybe IP ban you. So their hacks is extremely powerful. But one thing is that they don't abuse it, which hacks should do. You should abuse the hacks. So they're not using these hacks to the full potential. So thus I'm going to... The actual hacks of itself is pretty good, but they're not using it, so I'm going to place it in a B tier. Next up, we have the ping hacks. This one is available if you live far away from the servers. Some good examples of ping hacks are Gaihor. Yeah, he didn't really have a choice, but he used them anyways. So he's a famous user of the ping hacks. These ones are very good combined with Tesla. You can get a lot of damage with it, and you do a lot more with high ping with the Tesla. And it is quite common, but it's not nearly as powerful as some other hacks here. So I'm gonna place it in a D tier. And if you want to get access to these ones, just like move to a place long away from the servers. And then we could take the VPN hacks and the same thing. VPN hacks is like the ping hacks, but you don't have to move. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm actually gonna place it in a C tier just because you can use it wherever you are. And next up we have the Russian hacks. The Russian community I'm not very that familiar with. I know some of them have really good aim, so there might be some hacks involved there. But I'm not too familiar with this hacks. But they have good aim, so it's probably some good hacks involved. But I'm actually gonna place this in a D tier. Right. I think that was every hack right now. Let's see. Yeah, that was pretty much all of it. Yeah, this is the official Robocraft hacks tier list. I probably missed some. I mean, there's probably 1,000 out there which I could list, but these ones are the ones that I was suggested by Fedora wearing Scrub Lord. And I will have his link to his YouTube channel in the description. And yeah, if you think this list is wrong, you're wrong. That's the basic of it. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.